to know that I have done one thing right with my life.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Last night, me and my fiance decided to check out The Whale starring Brendan Fraser, where he received a 6-minute standing ovation at the Venice Film Festival. Remember that? And there's a lot of talks that he's the favorite to receive the Best Actor Oscar. Well, with all that, my curiosity got the best of me and I decided to check it out for myself. Oh, and by the way, as a suggestion, this is probably not the best movie to watch while eating popcorn, as this movie was mostly talking and everyone in the theater could basically hear you chewing and crinkling the bag. My fiance couldn't really get invested in the film because all she kept hearing was me smacking my lips and picking kernels out of my mouth while watching a man who's basically killing himself while he's eating. So just stick with the soda while watching this movie. Before I begin, expect massive spoiler alerts. The Whale is based on a play by Samuel D. Hunter, directed by Darren Aronofsky, who is known for Pi, Requiem of a Dream, and my favorite, The Wrestler, which was filmed mostly in Union County, New Jersey, where I used to work and live. The film definitely captured the closeness of a stage performance, as the entire movie was set in Charlie's apartment, and only about 5 characters, 6 if you include a pizza delivery driver, Dan, who Charlie frequently orders from, who has a routine by leaving the pies on the porch and taking the money from the mailbox and leaves without ever interacting with Charlie. Charlie, played by Fraser, is a morbidly obese and reclusive English professor who teaches online but keeps his webcam off because he's afraid to show off his appearance to his students. He also is trying to restore his relationship with his teenage daughter after finding out he was diagnosed with congestive heart failure, or CHF, where basically the heart doesn't pump blood as well as it should. Charlie is cared for by his nurse and only friend Liz, who is also the sister of Charlie's lover, Alan, who was also a former student of Charlie's. Charlie ends up falling in love with Alan and leaving his wife Mary and his daughter Ellie. Charlie has been attempting to reconnect with Ellie, whom he has not seen in about 8 years, but Mary would not allow Ellie to see her dad after receiving full custody and just tells Charlie that everything is fine with her. With not much time left, Charlie reaches out to his estranged daughter directly, even offers her all the money in his bank account and agrees to rewrite Ellie's essay for school in order for her to graduate, in hopes to persuade to spend time with her without her mother knowing. Thomas is a New Life Church missionary who tries to evangelize Charlie. Liz ends up being disgruntled by his visit and tells him that Charlie is dying, so does not need saving. This is where it was revealed that Liz was an adopted daughter of a New Life head pastor who Alan also worked for. But due to religious guilt, Alan lost his life by suicide, which caused Charlie to binge eating from blaming himself for his death, and unfortunately never recovered from that loss. Thomas still believes his mission is to help Charlie and goes against Liz's objections. Ellie has a darkness about her, posting inappropriate pictures on social media. She seems very isolated and insecure as she's trying to find herself. And this darkness is something that has been developed over the years after dealing with her dad leaving and living with her alcoholic mother. Behind the tough exterior Ellie gives off, you can definitely see deep inside she is hurting and even crying for help. Ellie recorded a conversation between her and Thomas where he admitted that he's a fake and stole money from a petty cash of the missionary. Because of how she is portrayed, one would believe she was going to use the recorded conversation to either hurt or even blackmail Thomas, but instead used it to help Thomas get his life back together. Even Ellie's own mom, Mary, would describe her as being evil, her own mother. She clearly doesn't even know Ellie despite spending every day with her. But yet Charlie sees right through this, because Charlie is gifted with seeing the good in people. Liz storms out of the apartment after it was revealed that Charlie had about $120,000 in his account, when he could have used that to get his health in order. But Charlie is saving all that for Ellie. Charlie experienced a severe binge eating episode after Dan, the pizza delivery man, stood and waited for Charlie to come out of the house so he can see him for the first time. And when he did, Dan gave him a disgusting look, and then he ran off. In the middle of the binging, he sends a profanity-laden email to his students asking them to write something honest, as that's the only thing that matters in this world. Charlie switches the camera on to reciprocate after he reads some of his students' responses, so it was his turn to be honest. Charlie's health begins to deteriorate and Liz returns to comfort him as he nears death. Ellie storms into the apartment to confront Charlie over his rewritten essay that she ended up getting a failing grade for. Charlie reveals that he replaced her written essay that clearly she didn't proofread before handing it in with an essay of Moby Dick she wrote in the 8th grade. Charlie considered this to be the most honest essay he's ever read. He asks Ellie to read it for him one final time as he attempts to stand on his own 2 feet after failing to do so during her first visit. This moment teaches Ellie one last lesson Charlie's able to teach before inevitably passing away. This showed her that her dad really did care for her, holding on to her old essay with the words meaning so much to him. He used this as motivation as he struggles to walk towards her. This possibly changes Ellie's outlook on life. Over the course of the week, Charlie teaches Ellie that there's value to her life, which in turn hopes to become less rebellious and result helping her mom stop drinking and ultimately saving her own life. Though Frasier's character has conceded to his own life and has no hope while he continues with his depression-based binge eating over the loss of his lover, he still feels the importance to project the need for honesty and positivity from everyone. So do I feel like Brendan Fraser will hold up that golden statue for his performance in The Whale?
People are amazing.
I guess we just have to whale and find out. Please give me a thumbs up, guys, if you enjoyed this review. Subscribe if you have not done so already. Also, let me know what your thoughts about this movie and the performances from each character. And until next time, take care, guys.